Today's clip is about compromise, and there's a very personal sense of suffering that happens in people's lives when they compromise what their heart or their conscience is calling them to do. And this is something that many people live with forever. You know, when there was a time in their life when they were thinking, I really should do this, but you just procrastinated or hesitated. There was too much fear, too much doubt, and you know, this choice that's before you right now about whether to take a stand and honor your conscience or not has grave consequences for the rest of your life. You know, you can follow orders and act along with the code of honor in the military, but if what your heart, your spirit is calling you to do is at odds with that, when you return home and you receive, people are honoring you, but inside of yourself you feel like you betrayed yourself, your heart, your conscience, you're going to live with a sense of shame and dishonor and suffering that no amount of medals, no amount of applause, no amount of no amount of any external validation can do anything about. And so, when your children, when they look to you in the future, they're going to have a certain sense, about how you feel about yourself. They're going to see something in your eyes. They're going to, their message about who you are and about who they are is really big, and it all has to do with your honor. And your honor is not something that depends on whether or not you followed orders. It's, from my perspective, it's whether or not you followed your conscience, your ultimate inner authority.
Before Travis Bishop took his stand, he had a conversation with his father that he told us about, where his father said, I'm not going to tell you what decision to make, but son, you're the one who's going to have to look yourself in the mirror every morning when you shave for the rest of your life. And Travis said, if I go to war again, I'm not going to be able to look myself in the mirror. And so that sense of betraying his own sacred honor and realizing what that would mean to him is one of the things that helped him make his decision to take his stand.
Mm. So any military, any government can define honor and inspire people to do anything, to obey the law, to go and fight for their country, to be patriotic. And a lot of times there's so much advertising, so much emphasis put into how the authorities view what is and is not honorable, that we can lose touch with that we have the say in what's honorable for us. And when so much weight is placed on how my peers view me and how my authorities view me, how society views me, oftentimes we forget that we forget about thinking about how I view myself. And yet this means everything, and whether the rest of our life is suffering or standing tall, knowing that I stay true to my conscience. So we leave that with you today. I invite you to reflect on it, journal about it, meditate on it, pray about it, and we'll be back soon.